The sexual revolution was a social and cultural movement that took place in the Western world during the 1960s and 1970s. It challenged traditional attitudes towards sexuality and gender roles, leading to significant changes in how sex and relationships were viewed and practiced. The sexual revolution was driven by a combination of factors, including changing social norms, advances in contraception and reproductive rights, and the influence of the feminist movement. One of the key aspects of the sexual revolution was the shift towards greater sexual freedom and autonomy. Traditional ideas about sex and relationships, which often emphasized chastity, monogamy, and procreation within marriage, were increasingly questioned and challenged. The availability of effective contraception, such as the birth control pill, gave people greater control over their reproductive choices and allowed them to engage in sexual activity without the fear of unwanted pregnancy. The sexual revolution also played a significant role in challenging gender norms and expectations. Women in particular were empowered to assert their sexual desires and agency, breaking free from traditional roles as wives and mothers. The feminist movement at the time advocated for women's sexual liberation and autonomy, promoting ideas of sexual equality and consent. Another important aspect of the sexual revolution was the changing attitudes towards homosexuality and LGBTQ rights. The movement helped to challenge the stigma and discrimination faced by LGBTQ individuals, leading to greater acceptance and visibility of diverse sexual orientations and gender identities. The Stonewall riots of 1969, often considered a key moment in the LGBTQ rights movement, were a direct result of the changing social attitudes towards sexuality and gender. The sexual revolution also had a significant impact on popular culture, with the media playing a key role in shaping and reflecting changing attitudes towards sex and relationships. Films, television shows, and music of the time often depicted more open and frank discussions of sexuality, challenging traditional taboos and norms. The rise of the feminist movement also led to a greater representation of women's voices and perspectives in popular culture, influencing how sex and relationships were portrayed. However, it is important to note that the sexual revolution was not without its critics and controversies. Some argued that the movement had led to a breakdown of traditional family values and moral standards, while others expressed concerns about the potential negative consequences of increased sexual freedom, such as the spread of sexually transmitted infections. The sexual revolution of the 1960s and 1970s was a complex and multifaceted social movement that had a profound impact on attitudes towards sex, relationships, and gender roles. It challenged traditional norms and taboos, leading to greater sexual freedom and autonomy for individuals, as well as advancements in LGBTQ rights and gender equality. While the movement was not without its challenges and controversies, its legacy continues to shape discussions and debates around sexuality and gender in the present day.